Good evening, good evening. Thank you very much, Lisbon, Kabue, and Nyaru for tuning in. If you're tuning in right now, say something. Wev, tell me something so that I may know that you are here watching. Glad that you are here. Glad that you are here. Interesting topic today in this role leadership talk. Salvador Guina, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you. In the meantime, you can listen to the instrumental of one of my songs. It's called Let's Go Back Home. Let's Go Back Home. Daniel Musibi, thank you for watching. I'm glad you're here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that I usually take this role leadership talk every Tuesday at 8 p.m. very, very seriously. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Those who are coming in, say something. Wave. Say something that I may know you are here together with us. In a moment, we are going to begin. I just want to give a few minutes to those who are checking in to connect. Paradigm shift. Paradigm shift is what we are talking today. Paradigm shift. Eric Angara, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in. Gentlemen and ladies, you can start a watch party. You can start a watch party with this role leadership talk. You can invite your friends to come in. It's important that they come in and hear what we are talking about today. So you can start a watch party. You can invite your friends. Bring them in. Bring them in into the role leadership talk. If you're just coming in, Frida Omolo, thank you for watching. Nicholas Likoko, Nyandoro, thank you for watching. Guys are tuning in. You can also tell me where you are tuning in from. Is it Mombasa? Is it Kisumu? Is it Nakuru? Is it outside this country? In Asia? In Europe? In West Africa? In America? Can you let me know? Let me know. Let me know. Thank you. I want us to go into the topic of the day. Pamela Kinyan Tongai, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are discussing about paradigm shift. Paradigm shift. You realize that times have changed when it dawns on you that you are first and even second degrees do not guarantee you employment. Do not guarantee you employment. In this age, workers are usually declared redundant. Doctors strike in agitation for salary increment. We will never have thought about that several years back. That doctors and nurses will actually go on strike in agitation for salary increment. University dons down their tools as they demand for pay hike. This occasion demands for a shift of paradigm. This occasion demands for a shift of paradigm. Thank you, Dorothy Mundui, for tuning in. If there is a time that we need a paradigm shift or a shift of paradigm, these are the times. These are perilous times. There is something that has changed in every sector, in every country, all over the world. And unless we connect with this, then we might go round and round in circle without hitting our purpose, without gaining fulfillment in our life. A paradigm shift is an important change that happens when the usual way of thinking about or doing something is replaced by a different one. I'm going to repeat that. There is a change in the way you think. When the usual way of thinking and doing something is replaced by a different one. Now, truth be said, there is a way we have been thinking and doing things which has resulted in a poverty mentality. There's a particular way we've been doing things which has resulted in a poverty mentality and lifestyle. Hence, we need to go for a paradigm shift. Einstein said this, that insanity is doing the same things again and again and expecting different results. Insanity is doing the same things again and again or over and over and expecting different results. There is a way in which we've been doing things over and over and expecting different results. In the way we run our countries, in this side of the world, in the way we do our politics, in the way we approach careers, in the way we do our education. There is a way in which we've been doing things, And Einstein cautions us that insanity is doing the same things again and again and expecting different results. No, we can't be doing the same things over and over and over and over and expecting different results. I don't know about you in your life. Are there particular things that you've been doing the same way again and again or over and over in the same manner and expecting different results? What should you do? A mentality which informs our lifestyle cannot just be wished away without a clear path of change. When a mentality has trapped us for years, when a mentality has become part and parcel of us, we cannot just wish that away without a clear path of change. In my observation, we need to do these three things if we are going to attain a paradigm shift. Thank you, Caroline Mongamati, for tuning in. These three things are: one, embrace one's uniqueness. Embrace one's uniqueness. And then become excellent in communication. And three, honor humanity. You don't need to be worried about this because we are going to go deep into this today. We are going to actually go round in this particular three things. Embrace one's uniqueness and then become excellent in communication and honor humanity. Honor humanity. So, you need to understand the aspect of developing by embracing uniqueness. The aspect of developing by embracing uniqueness. You must have heard people talk about the unique selling point, USP. Now, in this sense, they refer to the development of aspect that marks an entity or an individual as extraordinary. An entity or an individual as extraordinary. Now, there are people who simply develop, but there are those who develop uniquely. There are people who grow, but let me tell you this. There are those who grow uniquely. Now, with each step of growth they take, they produce an outstanding uniqueness. My desire for you is that you may develop by embracing uniqueness. If you are going to practice the paradigm shift, a different way of thinking in the way you approach or do things, then embracing uniqueness is very, very key. Or developing by embracing uniqueness is very, very key. Thank you, Hannah Owiti, for tuning in. Stella Hollett Simons for tuning in. Thank you very much for watching today. Now, let me tell you this. As far as developing by embracing uniqueness is concerned, the world is not just interested in people who can initiate development. The world needs more than that. The world needs more than that. I believe that the world is ready for people who are proactive, innovative, and unique. People who are proactive, innovative, and unique. Organizations and nations thirsty for unique ideas. This is the truth. Organizations and nations thirst for unique ideas. So how do you develop by embracing uniqueness? How do you develop then by embracing uniqueness? 3 things. Understand your creative power. No, most people do not understand their creative power. They do not even realize whether they have any creative power within them. So understand your creative power. 1. 2, understand the way you create from within. Each one of us has a way in which we create things. So you need then to take note of the way you create from within. And then 3, understand the way you execute your creation. Now, this is what is going to help you develop by embracing uniqueness. And you begin to see yourself thinking in a different way. Understand your creative power, understand the way you create from within, and then understand the way you execute your creation. Now, it's important for you to know that God holds supreme power of creation. He created the world and all who dwell in it. But within us, we have been given capacity to create. Within us, we have been given capacity to create. He gave you power to create at your own level. Now, today humanity can fly in the air and move underwater. Today human beings have the capacity to execute complex operations from medical, engineering, and even agriculture to even sports. Now, most sophisticated planes and ships have been built in modern times. At the same time, you need to understand that more advanced medical equipment have been invented. Now, this equipment can offer complex medical services today. In the field of engineering, we have witnessed equally amazing inventions. In the world of information technology, there is a revolution that takes place every day. I cannot even fathom what will be there in the next 10 years as far as information technology is concerned. But what about constructions of roads and bridges? There have been roads and bridges never seen before in the world that have been built. These accomplishments are bewildering. Why? Because human beings have come to that place of understanding how they create. They have an understanding of how they create. They also have an understanding of how they create from within. But also they don't stop there. They go ahead and execute their creation. They go ahead and execute their creation. But let's look at something here today. Today, humans can run faster than they could 20 years ago. Our own Kenyan Eliud Kipchoge broke the world marathon record on September 2018. A year later, he outraced times and became the first man to run 42 kilometers marathon in less than 2 hours. Now, look at that. It was an amazing and unbelievable feat that he attempted and succeeded. Now, when an architect discovers her creative power, what happens? She goes ahead to develop it through studies. After this, she creates the building through imagination, puts in the details, and draw it on paper. Now, this way, she puts her inner creation on a piece of paper. Then step by step, she goes ahead to help others in the interpretation of the plan. So all these beautiful buildings that you see and skyscrapers, they are products of human creation. They are products of human creation. But somebody first had to discover that and understand his power of creation from within. And then going ahead to know how to execute that creation is very, very key. And that's why we see all these products that we can be able to see that have been designed and made by human beings, because they developed by embracing uniqueness. They developed by embracing uniqueness. Listen to me, all man-made things are products of human creation. Just like the Hebrew word of creation, which is bara, it means create out of nothing or to make out of nothing. Human beings have the power to make something out of nothing through the power of their imagination. So develop then by embracing uniqueness. This will take you to begin thinking differently so that you can take yourself into greater heights to discover your creative power and then go ahead to know how to develop that creativity and then move ahead to execute your creative power. So do you know your creative power? That is the question I'm going to ask you today. Do you know your creative power? Do you have the know-how of its functioning within you? Do you have your creative power? Do you have the know-how of its functioning within you? And then do you know how to bring your creation from within to the outer world? Now, these are three fundamental things that will enable you to develop by embracing uniqueness. Do you know your creative power? Do you have the know-how of its functioning within you? And do you know how to bring your creation from within to the outer world? This is the first step towards paradigm shift. Thank you for those who are tuning in right now. Ann Mudiwo, Bishop Mike Uhuru, Savali, Silas Ngetich. Thank you very much for tuning in. The second thing that is very key to help you move into or begin to activate paradigm shift or thinking differently is becoming excellent in communication. Now, how do you connect to and get response from your creativity? It's through communication. Conceptualization and connection go hand in hand. Listen to me. Conceptualization and connection go hand in hand. Now, when you create something worth talking about, you need to lead the way through communication and tell the world about it. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are powerful in creation, but when it comes to communicating their message to the world, they are very, very poor. Now, listen to me. You could be very good in creation, but if there's somebody else who's good in communication, they can take your ideas and go out and convince the world that they're actually the ones who came up with those ideas. So it's not just enough to develop by embracing uniqueness. You need to go forward and become excellent in communication. Now, regardless of your personality temperament, irrespective of whether you are an extrovert or an introvert, excellent communication is key. Now, this is very, very fundamental because I develop leaders to embrace effective communication. And over the year, I've coached over 2,000 professionals and leaders, right from members of parliament, senators, cabinet secretaries, and principal secretaries, all the way to professionals from different backgrounds, even members of the clergy, in this field of communication or embracing excellent communication. And I will tell you this, you can be very, very intelligent. But if you stop there and you don't master the art of effective communication, then you will be trapped. You will be trapped. So it is said that some of the best thinkers in the world are not leaders. Why? Because they cannot communicate. Some of the best thinkers in the world are not leaders today because they cannot communicate. I believe that even in this country and in Africa, we have people who are brilliant They have excellent ideas, powerful thinkers. The problem is they are not communicators. So we do not know them because they haven't come forward to communicate what they know. This is the problem that we have in this side of the world. And I believe that if we are going to change and embrace a different way of thinking, then people who are good in communication, people who have been developed and they have embraced excellent communication, they have developed their communication skills to the level where they are convincing. But not only that, they are passionate about what they say. They believe in what they say. They have integrity with what they say. Then Africa will go very, very far. Now show me a person with creative power and the skill to communicate it, and I will show you a person who will take the world to new heights. I will show you a person who will take the world to new heights. Eloquence. Eloquence is not just saying what you need to say, but saying it passionately, strategically, and effectively. Saying it passionately, strategically, and effectively. Not just eloquence, but organizing your thoughts and bringing them out passionately, strategically, and effectively. Now, this is the amazing factor of one Steve Jobs. The late Steve Jobs, who was an innovator, an inventor of the Apple brand, unique in his own way, he did not stop there. He went ahead to embrace excellent communication. He understood the power of not just inventing, not just creating from within, but going forward to communicate what he believed. And every time he was launching a new product, a new Apple product, Steve Jobs will be the one to take you step by step on how this new gadget operates. In doing so, Steve Jobs was able to turn his fans and customers into evangelists who will go out and talk to other people about the uniqueness in Apple products. Steve Jobs did not just create a phone. iPhone, to him, he was not just making another phone. There are a lot of phones that people have made in this world, but he wanted to create a lifestyle. And that's why in his communication and programs, every time he launched a new product, you could actually take your old phone and upgrade it, taking it back to an Apple agent and upgrade by paying a little bit and get the new product, because he believed in creating a lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle are you creating that impacts you and impacts other people? What can you communicate to others? I communicate equipping people to empower people to become the best version of themselves. I want people to change their mentality. I believe the problems of the world are problems of mentality. If we can change our mentality and embrace a unique way of doing things and thinking in a different way, then we will take ourselves to greater heights. So, embrace excellent communication. Develop by embracing uniqueness. And then, the third point is honoring humanity. Honoring humanity. Now, this is very, very key to me, because I see people who come to a point and you hear remarks such as, I'm a self-made man, I'm a self-made businessman, I'm a self-made politician, I'm a self-made engineer. Now, that's a lie, guys. Whenever you hear that, that's a lie right there. And we need to we need to grow by honoring humanity. You know, the saying that God made people, then people made people is true, from whichever angle you may want to look at that. And whoever comes and says he's self-made is a lie, because there is nobody who is self-made. All of us came from human beings. You were born by a mother, brought up by a mother or a father. If you are blessed enough, some were blessed to just have one parent. But as you grew up, you went to school. There were teachers there. You developed friends who embraced you. You went into different places and got mentors who developed you to become who you are today. You can never say that you are self-made. Another statement that I hear so many times from people, you hear somebody say, I'm a go-getter. I'm a go-getter. Now you may want to change that today. Become a go-giver. Become a go-giver. Go-getters, it means sometimes, or you can interpret that as a person who will do anything to get what they want, no matter the path. They are ready to step on people. They are ready to do anything. It doesn't matter whether it's something of integrity or not, just to get what they want. And this has destroyed a lot of people as they position themselves as go-getters. Why not become a go-giver? Why don't become a river instead of being a reservoir? Eradicating a poverty mentality and making genuine wealth is directly connected to how you treat others. To how you treat others. Now let me tell you this. Those who have discovered the secret of honoring humanity have gone on to create sustainable wealth from within to without. Have gone ahead to create sustainable wealth from within to without. When you honor people and make them feel loved and cared for, they become your evangelists. They go out and say things about you that no amount of advertisement would have ever made you known as far as that is concerned. They spread the good news about you and turn you into a bigger and better brand. Now let me tell you, when humanity go out there and begin to talk to people about what you have done to them, that is bigger than when you try to put a lot of money to market yourself. Now, to do this effectively, you have to be a student of life. Always my point of reflection is to be a student of life and a student of humanity. I observe humanity, the way they do things and the way they think. I observe humanity, the way they embrace things. I observe humanity, the way they approach life. And that enables me and gives me skill on how to deal with humanity. You have to master the art of understanding humanity and its goodness. There's a lot of goodness in humanity. But you know what? You can choose to focus on negativity. But you can stop that and choose to capitalize on people's strength. No, you have to learn how to provoke that goodness. You have to learn how to provoke that goodness. When human beings are provided with the things they value, they go ahead to become loyal to the provider. Did you know that? That when human beings are provided with the things they value, they go ahead to become loyal to the provider. You and I have the capacity to love and be loved, to be honest to ourselves and to others, to empathize and be present in other people's life. It's not just about you getting what you want, irrespective of what you do to people, but going ahead to transform your thinking and begin to provide care. Now, embracing humanity is very, very key in this time and age to enable you move into that next step. You and I have the capacity to love and be loved, to be honest to ourselves and to others, to empathize and be present in other people's life. Now, listen to me. I have realized that when love is provided, people connect. And when they connect, they trust. When love is provided, people connect. And when people connect, they trust. Make people feel loved and respected, and they will make you look better. If you have employees, if you have friends, If you are working in a particular organization, I want you to develop by embracing uniqueness and then go ahead to become excellent in communication and then embrace humanity. And believe me, something unique is going to happen. You will begin to look better. People will actually make you begin to look better. Paradigm shift is therefore necessary in this time and age to enable us to hit life with the best punch and take ourselves to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe these 3 points are very key to enable us embrace paradigm shift, a different way of thinking that is very, very necessary in these times and age, whether you are leading an organization or you are running a family, or you are a politician, or you are a member of the clergy, or you are a businessman or woman. You need to embrace paradigm shift. Thank you very much. I would like to appreciate those who turned up for the free session that I offered last Saturday on self-discovery. Looking forward, maybe another time I will be able to offer another session, but I would like you to visit our website, www.publicspeakingtc.org, and watch and see what we offer there. You might be interested in one program or another, either the professional speakers course that we are doing an intake right now, or you could be interested in the leadership development programs or mentality change programs that are very, very key to enable you become better. In these times and age, don't just sit there. Stretch yourself. Grow to become better. Until next Tuesday at 8 p.m., looking forward to see you again. Let's grow, develop, and become better every day by embracing paradigm shift, a different way of thinking. I care for you. I love you, friends. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.